All right, what's up, guys? Mr. Schwo here, and this is a flawless capture leader on Old Town from the Gears of War 3 beta. And let's jump right into the good news first, and that is it's 10 days away from Gears of War 3. Just 10 more days. Yeah, the anticipation is at an all-time high. I know everyone's really excited to get their hands on the game. I know I am. I know a lot of you are. I can't wait to post a lot of great content. I'm hoping to get like 3 or 4 maybe videos out on the first day, depending on how much time I have to render, because rendering takes a long freaking time, like 5 to 6 hours sometimes. But anyway, I was gonna go right ahead and jump into the main controversy of the week, and that's these weapon skins and certain characters being held out of the game for DLC. Now, the Epic forums are in quite the uproar over this, and I'm gonna come out and say rightfully so. Now, let's go throw out a little disclaimer here. I'm 100% down for DLC all day. I'll pay for DLC all year long. I have absolutely no problem with it. Just add as much content as possible. I mean, we know this game is going to be good, and we're going to be playing it for a long time. So, keep it coming. Keep the content coming, please. However, do not, I don't want to say false advertise, per se, because, I mean, we can't really say that's what it is in a legal sense, but don't mislead your fans and say, oh, this is going to be in the game, and then like a week before release, it's now you're going to have to pay for this down the road or on launch day. That's not good. Like, the biggest problem I have is the Bernie character. They had an event at Comic-Con in July of last year to reveal that Bernie was a playable character in the game. Now they're going to come out and say, oh, you could play as her in campaign. No, that's a cop-out. You lied to us, Epic. That's not good. Like, we're getting closer and closer, and they're just disappointing us more and more. I don't like this. I mean, we know this game is better than Gears 2, but just remember how bad that launch was, and now all these bad things are happening, and it's a little unsettling. I mean, like, they advertise these weapon skins that they're like, oh, yeah, you're going to be able to use the Pink Lancer if you want. But now it's, oh, you can use the Pink Lancer if you want to pay for it. While that's not real, they didn't really say you didn't have to pay for it. That's absolutely misleading your fans. I hate what Rod Ferguson's been doing on his Twitter. He's been taking a lot of cop-outs and saying a lot of stupid things like, oh, I guess we just shouldn't do DLC anymore. It's like, no, it's not about that. We all want the DLC. We're all willing to pay for it. Just don't tell us things are going to be in the game and then decide that it's DLC that we have to pay for later on. And that's what happened here, no matter what spin they want to put on it. It's like, and people are amazed. One of the good things that's coming out of this is most of the people on the forums are now realizing that Epic's main goal is to make money. They're not here to be your buddy. They're not any different than any other developer. I mean, yeah, they interact with us a lot more, and that's great. But they're still out to make money. Like, when people first started realizing this was happening, like, I believe it was yesterday or 2 days ago, someone got a legit retail copy and uploaded all the characters you can unlock and all the skins you can unlock. And like, someone was like, oh, it's a review copy of the game. There's no way Epic will... Like, someone actually told me that there was no way Epic would hold out for DLC. Like, he was that naive. And I even said to him, like, look, that's really naive if you think that. And he's like, well, I could say the same about you. Like, people are just straight up in denial. Like, I wonder where that guy is now. People are just finally realizing that this is a capitalist market and they want to make money. I just have a problem with them coming out and saying, oh, this is in the game. Oh, wait, no, it's only half in the game. You just have to pay later. That's not a good precedent to set. I don't like that. They're pretty much, as far as I could tell, this is the first time this has happened. Like, that someone came out and said, this is playable in the game, but now you got to pay for it later, And I just don't like what I'm seeing. And Rod on Twitter, just the things he's saying, I don't like that at all. Threatening to not put out DLC. I mean, they need to realize, at the end of the day, we're in control here. Not them. We'll just, they're going to come out and threaten to not give us DLC anymore. Well, maybe the customers will come out and threaten to not buy your game and put you out of a job. Don't say things like that. he even had the audacity to say we're all bitches or we're bitching or whatever. You know, just take some responsibility. You guys weren't upfront about it. You said these things were in the game. Then at the last second, we had to pay for them. You know, and I'm not going to come out here and say that I'm not going to buy the game or I'm not even going to buy the skins, because I will. I honestly will. I'll probably even pay the friggin' $40 or $50 or $60, whatever it is, to get the Crimson Omen skin on the Lancer that I already used in the beta. It's pathetic, but you know, I'm a completionist. I like to have everything. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I already used that skin in the beta. Now I have to pay for it to use it in the full game. What is that? Yeah, it's really unfortunate. But, you know, the best thing to do is just not let that consume you. I mean, you have to remember, we're only 10 days away from the release of the game. I kind of wonder how much of this anger on the forums is anticipation and people just wanting to get their hands on the game or being jealous of those that already have the game. Another thing I don't like that's happening is this veteran gear thing that they're doing. Like, if you get the game early, you don't get all the veteran gear unlocks. Really? That's ridiculous. I mean, first off, if people get the game early, it's not really on them. It's on the retailers. It's on the people selling it to observe the street date. It is not up to the customer. So for them to come out and say, well, you played it early, you don't deserve it. It doesn't really work like that. I don't know, like, if they're on an ego trip over there in that studio or what, but it's up to the retailers to not break the street date, and it's not okay to be doing that to people. I don't, you know, it's getting a little out of hand with them. I don't know. But I mean, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, they're really only here to make money. So this really shouldn't be that big of a shock to anybody. It's just, you know, and to all the people that are blindly supporting them, like, what are you doing? You know, there's a line between supporting Epic and sucking up, and there's really no way to justify any of this. If you are, you're kind of just sucking up. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's optional. Anyone who says, oh, it's optional is missing the point completely. You got to work on your reading comprehension if you're out there saying that. This isn't about paying for things. This is about being told things were in the game and then having to pay for them. It's completely different. You get told something's in the game, you don't expect to buy it later on down the line as DLC. You expect it to be there day one. And we all expected Bernie to be there. We were told she would be. Go back and watch the Comic-Con videos from last year. They can cop out and say, oh, you can play as during campaign. That's ridiculous. You know, you're going to do DLC. Do it right. Don't cut things on the disc. Finish the game and do it after. And then I love how they go, oh, you paid this much for Gears 1, but and you get much more content this time around. It's still not good enough. You announced it. It's on you. Yeah, but like I said, hopefully, and I really hope Epic doesn't hold out, like, not make DLC in the future because of this. I hope they understand that this is really on them and not on the consumer, not on the people complaining. I don't think they will, but hopefully they'll come to an understanding, because they did kind of do wrong here, in my opinion. But, you know, don't need to worry. I will be getting all this content. You'll see plenty of it here on my YouTube channel. And lots of great content coming. I'm really, really excited for the release of the game. I'm not going to let any of this, take my excitement away. It's whatever. It's just, it's not the biggest issue in the world. There's still plenty to be excited about, believe me. So, also, if you haven't already, I'll leave a link in the description to another video I put up where, in the comments, I'm asking you guys to decide my starting weapons for my first match. I'm going to do a live commentary and upload it no matter what. And you guys decide what I'm using. And I just want to thank you guys for 150 subs. I'm actually over that now. You guys have been great. You're the best 150 fans in the world. And don't be discouraged by this. Yeah, it sucks, but at the end of the day, the game's still 10 days away, and it's going to be awesome. So on that note, I will see you guys later. Peace.